What's going on, peeps? So I just had a really interesting conversation with my aunt, and just about life in general. And I'm having some issues with my mom, actually, and my aunt's sister, obviously. Just saying, it's not my aunt on my dad's side. So she got a pretty good idea about who my mom is, and I was able to garnish some insights from her that, kind of stuck with me a little bit, and I've been having a lot of disagreements lately with my parents, just about life in general, and, I'm living with them rent-free, which I know is a blessing, but I don't think it's good for me to, not be responsible. And, basically the solution is to just, put out the fire before it's even started, and, just get responsible, man. I need to fucking get responsible for my own life, and I need to make a plan to get the fuck out of here, because I can't afford to live in Massachusetts. I don't want to afford to live here. I don't want to make millions to be able to afford to live in a house here. Sorry, I'm not willing to put in that much work. I don't think life is work, which it is out here. And most people on the East Coast are highly neurotic, competitive people. Which, if that's who you are, by all means, good for you, but it's not who I am. I'd much rather have a more competitive edge in a place where I can also more be in line with my values, and that's not here. It's not in Massachusetts. So I know I gotta make a plan to get back out to Colorado or just out Midwest, West Coast, I don't know, Oregon, Washington, Seattle, Idaho, wherever the road takes me, really. And I just know I have to do something. Because me just pressure washing in Massachusetts, hoping I skate by again this summer, I'm not even taking it as seriously as I should be, and it's a business. I have taxes to pay at the end of the year on this business, and I will get audited if I don't do it. So that's responsibility. And I just wanted to be able to be not content with life, but content with my day-to-day, knowing that I'm doing the best I can to further myself and better myself. And I just know it's not gonna happen here, because I don't have the little kick in me. I don't have that little fire in me out here, because I'm living with my parents, so I don't need it. I'm not paying for rent, I'm not paying for food, I'm not paying for anything in terms of living situation. So it's not sparking. I don't have that little fire lit underneath my ass to succeed out here, because I'm basically not thrown out into the street on my own. Where if I were to move and then become responsible for myself again, then I think that would change in a good way. It might add a little bit of stress to my life, but a little stress is never a bad thing. Especially for a guy, helps you think clearly and get stuff done. And I think a particular amount of stress is good for every human. I think we're made to be put into stressful situations and adapt and to conquer. That is literally what life was for the last 500,000 years. And now we're just getting around to us being able to relax a little bit and fucking not live life like it's life or death every day. So our bodies are not used to that, which is why we have all this depression and anxiety and a propped up pharmaceutical business, and they're trying to save us, but all we need to do is be more human, and that's all we really need to do. Just get back to our roots and kind of see what masculinity is, see what femininity is, cherish both. So yeah, I feel a lot better after talking with my aunt about it, because it's like, dude, I just fucking want somebody to listen to me. Like someone who knows kind of the deal. And she's the one. I mean, she's my mom's sister, and definitely she's known her for the longest, probably the longest that is around to talk about it. So it's just she basically was just like, don't even engage with them, because they're not for me. They're really not for me. They don't know. I don't think they want to understand me. I don't think they want to gain perspective instead of fight it, and that's tough. It's a tough thing to do, and it is what it is. But that's life, you're not always dealt the silver spoon, and life isn't always great. And I think I'm just coming to the realization that my parents are people, and they're not right. We grow up with our parents, and we think what they do, why they do it, how they do it, is all in the good nature of us. But not every parent is that good. And I'm not saying my parents didn't do a good job. They provided for us, which is great, but they have their own stuff that they have to deal with, like we all do. And whether they choose to deal with it or not is their choice, but it's going to come back to bite them in the butt sooner or later, because nobody gets away with anything ever. God is always going to judge us at the pearly gates, and he'll be judging. He judges everyone. And who's to say I'm not free from sin by any stretch of the means, so, but neither of us are. So I need to take it for what it is. Take it for what it is. Let it be. Because I can't change them. I won't be able to change them. They gotta change them for themselves. And whether I'm a catalyst to their change or not is who knows? It's not up to me to change them. All I can do is change myself, make myself better, make myself into the best version of myself possible, so that I can have the best chance for living an exceptional life. And that's what I want. I want an exceptional life. So, and that includes kids and grandkids and being healthy and staying active and all that jazz. How's it going, guys? Hi, puppy. So, yes, I think it's fair to want an exceptional life. I think that's perfectly fair. And these are the type of affirmations. I mean, the spoken word is a very powerful thing. And what we choose to speak to ourselves is humongous, because it has a lot of weight. It pulls so much weight, because what we say to ourselves when nobody's looking and when nobody hears is who we really are. So I know I have to work on that, But I'm already doing it, like I'm out in nature, I'm out enjoying a woods walk, and these are the things, these are the habits that you form, that you create in order to live as long as you possibly can and live as good as you possibly can. And I already see myself doing a lot of the things, like activity-wise, my activity is doubled, like rollerblading, out walking in the woods, like just getting exercise. It has gotten so much better than in my past, and it's just, fucking A. This is fucking sketch. Wasn't that bad. So, I just think, you have to will, or like visualize this stuff into your life. You have to visualize great expectations for yourself. Otherwise you won't have any, and I think that's really important, because how you speak to yourself is how the world speaks to you, and how you allow it to speak to you. And if you talk down on yourself and you self-deprecate and have limiting beliefs and are depressed and angry, especially for men, angry, there's a whole onslaught of things and emotions and feelings that we put on our brains and our minds, and we never get to express them, because who can we really express them to without being vulnerable? So, and that's why I love this. I love these videos, because I can talk to myself and I can soothe myself with this. But I also have the capability to rewatch these videos and take the good stuff from them and say, I already know this. I already know what I need to do. And that is so powerful, because it's amazing what we can do. It really is amazing what we can do with our minds and our bodies, and how we can become better. So, look at these train tracks, damn. Long ass train tracks. Used to be a train back here somewhere. But yes, it is up to us to define who we become in this life, with the one life we get. And to me, I'm definitely a contrarian. I definitely walk a different way than everybody else, than the majority of people. Because I don't believe in money. Honestly, money's a social construct. It buys freedom of time. So I know it's a necessity, but I don't care about it like other people care about it. Like, I want to rollerblade every day. That's why I want to have a lot of money, so I can rollerblade every day. That's the only reason. I want to have people work for me so that I can go rollerblade in the morning, get my 13 miles on my rollerblades every day, and so that I can afford the freedom to choose instead of having no choice at all. So I think it's very, I need to get into a place where I can find people that are like-minded, that are creative, that know that this is the only life we get, and that we need to make the best of it. And that is not where I'm currently at right now, living with my parents, because they already lived this. They've already been through this turmoil and all these questions and all these things that I'm going through. I'm not saying my parents haven't gone through it too, but it's different because we live in a different world now. And it's still very similar in many ways. You know, like, I don't think the problems change. I really don't. I think it's whether or not you choose to take those problems and adapt and grow, or you just get complacent and everything stays the same because you have a fear of change and a fear of, well, if I become this better person, then I'll expect more from myself, which is true. You know, I expect highly of myself. Well, yeah, I have high expectations for myself and for the woman that I'm gonna meet and for the people that I love. I have high expectations for them because I know their potential is there. Everybody has potential. But what hurts is when the potential that they don't see, that I do, is like whisked away because they don't care about it. You know, it's like, well, okay, that's fine, I guess, but I see more for you than maybe you see for yourself. And maybe you see more for me that I don't see for myself. But unless we actually get into it and fucking sit down and have a conversation about it, it'll never come to fruition, because the less you talk about things that actually need to get done, the less they actually get done. So it is what it is. And I can't fight it anymore. I can't fight it. I need to become who I'm gonna become and just deal with it and be who I'm meant to be. Because I'm here for a reason, you know? And I have potential. I have unlimited potential because I'm still young. I'm only 29, and that's nothing, if you ask me. That's still a baby, almost. So, just wanted to talk a little bit about this and kind of spill my guts for you guys, and maybe someone will take some value from this, maybe not, I don't know, but I'm going to put it up anyway because I think it's the right thing to do, and I think it can help somebody. So I'm going to put it up on YouTube for the whole world to see. So here we go. See ya.